Hi and welcome back to another Friday weekly garden tour, and this is my absolute gorgeous Limelight hydrangea hedge. So beautiful. And these is a Pinky Winky, and I did weigh some of it down, some of the stems down, so that way next season I can have more plants. So it's propagating, but really easy. So there are 3 limelights right there. And you can already tell on some of them they're starting to turn that blush pink down at the bottom. And then you can see the little teeny tiny delicate flowers in between the other flower petals. And these blooms are bigger than my hands. Again, these are a Panicle variety of a hydrangea, so they are hardy all the way down to zone 3. And then you can prune these back in late winter, early spring is when I do mine. So I normally do it around Valentine's Day is when I prune mine back, and you only prune it back a third. Or you can just leave them alone, but it seems to keep them more tidy when you do that. And you can see this is how they start out really tiny like that, and then they grow huge like these. I love the way they sway back and forth in the wind. Very easy shrub, flowering shrub if you are new to gardening, super easy. And then if you weigh it down like I did, you can have more. And you can see the little pieces of pollen falling off. Really pretty. And you can tell the difference whenever you look up close to a different hydrangea. Their petals are different, their little flower shapes are different. See, this is a Pinky Winky, and the flower shape is a lot different. But they all normally start out that chartreuse green color. And all my panicles are hardy to down to zone 3. This one is a little lime punch. And then a firelight. And you can see these petals are like twice as big as the limelight petals. And then they start out, again, they start out small like this and they grow. Really pretty. Again, more of the firelight. And I prefer the panicles over the mop head. This is a Pinky Winky. Just because the mop heads seem to be more dramatic compared to a panicle because they need a lot more shade than a panicle does. And this is my Tardiva standard, and I won't prune this back until the spring, early spring, around Valentine's Day. Another firelight. And this one's a pink diamond. Yeah, I just want to have this whole front garden bed just absolutely full of hydrangeas. It reminds me of like Secret Garden, you know, when you were a kid and you watched that movie. That's what it reminds me of. And then I do have an area where my gutter is that I'm thinking about maybe burying the gutter for next season and then putting a hydrangea over there so there's not a big gap in between all my plants. And that's another Pinky Winky, and this one has already turned the pink color. And all of these I've planted this season besides the Limelights. The Limelights have been here when we moved into this house. So I'm gonna guess they're about 3 years old. And this is a little quick fire. And another Pinky Winky. And these ones have more of that sharp triangle shape of blooms compared to the Limelights and the Firelights. This is a little lime punch again. And this one was in a little 4-inch pot. And this is my oak leaf hydrangea, Gatsby moon. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm so excited for it to bloom. And I hope it does this season. I'm not for sure. And it's all growing just on one single stem. I don't know if you can see down in there. And then my other Gatsby moon that I got at the same time already had a bud on it when I planted it, and I don't like doing that, but for this one I really wanted it, and it got a little crispy, but I'll go ahead and show you. And I did end up cutting that one off, and then it does have, looks like some, that one looks good. These lips look good, and those buds look good. These leaves, not so great. I think it has some chlorosis, so I did give it some more fertilizer. But not every garden's gonna look, you know, like you see on social media. So I was just gonna show you a little bit of my struggles. And that's the end of today's video. Thank you for watching.